Hey, Scrooge here. Welcome back. Thanks for joining me on episode 33. We're in northern Oregon, hiking south on the PCT, and just loving life. Although it's pretty hot out here, we've been at a couple of lakes, and that's really helped out a lot. Tomorrow, we're going to be heading a long way south. Thanks for coming, and we'll show you what we're doing. We're looking at some rhododendrons, which we haven't seen in a while. Usually these are coastal plants, not up at 4,500 feet, but we're by Douglas fir and all sorts of things that I wouldn't expect to be here, but we're amongst the Oregon grape and pyrola and all kinds of interesting things. But I picked up a straggler today. This is Raymond. He's getting organized, and we're gonna hike together for a while till we get to a lolly lake and hopefully bum a ride down to Santee Ann Pass and continue from there. We heard there's 4 or 5 foot snowpack up by the pass up by Mount Jefferson, so that's out. And we'll just see. It's pretty still out yet this morning. It's pretty early. It's going to warm up later, but still a nice day. So come along, we're going to see some cool things. We're headed to Timothy Lake and Little Crater Lake, which we'll explain when we get there. Related to this little guy down here, he's this red huckleberry, and in the same group as blueberries and whortleberries, which we haven't seen, but we will eventually. So he just doesn't have his little ripe red berries on him yet. It's still a little early. Looks like he's got a spider infestation though. They're around too. Early picture here of our Oregon grape, our state flower. Show you what the berries look like when we come across them. Down here with this little Douglas fir seedling. Nice calendar picture of Mount Hood. We're about 11 miles, 12 miles away from where we started, but it's still beautiful. Further we go, the smaller this will appear, and the larger Mount Jefferson will appear. So we'll stop here and enjoy the view for a minute. All right, there's the berries on the Oregon grape, but yellow flowers make these berries that are eventually going to turn blue. But I really wouldn't recommend eating them, although they're not poisonous. The little Douglas fir cones here have these little, what we call mouse tails, coming out of the bracts, and they're the only cones around here that have that. So if you're on the coast or up high in the Cascades, that's what you look for Douglas fir. This poor tree is getting eaten by this Fomitopsis pinicola here, and it probably has pretty much a broken top. And this brown cuticle rot all inside. The next good wind is going to blow the whole thing over. But it's been a good tree. Thank you for your service. About done for the hills for the day, but we'll look at the big hill here. I think Mount Hood's about 11,500 feet. Pretty close. I'll look that up. But a large mountain, the biggest in Oregon. One of the first volcano as you're going south. Oregon has 12 different volcanoes, and I'll have to look up the last time this erupted, but not going to be today, I don't think. Well, we're about 5.5 miles in and about 2.5 miles from Little Crater Lake, and it is now lunchtime and nap time because we got out of mosquito land where the water was, so I'm going to take a little time here and eat. Ugh. Well, we've been hiking what seems like for hours, but only because it's hot. Trail wasn't too bad today, and we were at Little Crater Lake, which we'll go down and see that, but more importantly, we've got trail magic here. See what we got today. That looks fine to me. I'm going to stay here and get some of this before I go down and look at the lake. It's how hot did you say it was? 90? 89. Yeah, it all feels, been mostly in the shade, but there's still some sunny spots. Fortunately, we're only a mile away from Timothy Lake, so. But we're 2 feet away from something cool to drink, so that's what I'm going to do right now. I'll save my butt. A little cold, sugar, calories when it's really hot out. That it hits the spot. So anyway, we're going to head down here in a 1/4 mile and look at this 100-foot across pond, which is fed by a spring. An interesting gate, I think, not designed for cows or horses or stupid people. I guess I made it. All right, here we go. All right, don't see too much skunk cabbage on the trail. There's a little bridge maintenance here. Probably water down there somewhere, but I'm not that thirsty anymore. Ugh. Ooh, it was hard. Been a long day. The heat kind of wears you out. Out here, you gotta constantly drink water. Pretty though. Even though we're walking through wetlands to get here, so we'll see what we're gonna do. It's a little different what I've been walking in all day. There's some water. Well, we could actually get some of that if we really needed it, but there's water up the trail in the form of a large lake. We'll use that. Looks like it's big spruce and lodgepole pine. See what's out here. Now I'm curious. These fine folks are corn lilies, and they work for all kinds of things. Toilet paper comes to mind, but I imagine you got to be pretty desperate. Some folks camping over here. So look over here. This looks like it. Wow. This is way cool. Hi. How are you all doing? This is very cool. Wow. And it's just that color too. It's supposed to be about 46 feet deep. So the water comes up through the siltstone at 34 degrees even on this hot day. And is, I think, 46 feet deep. Doesn't really look it, but it is very blue. Kind of like Crater Lake. With one tree down in it. Very cool though. It's worth coming out here a little extra to see it. One of these fun folks over there I had a little chat with. They're camping around Timothy Lake. Alright. It's finally started to cool down just a touch. I think it's in the 70s now. We're walking to Timothy Lake, which is it's the largest lake we'll encounter. Because Odell Lake's pretty big, but it's a pretty good sized lake. A couple of miles long. But nice day. Trail magic helped. We were both feeling a little tired. And the little Crater Lake was pretty. Just very blue, just like Crater Lake. But, got about another 3/10 of a mile and then start looking for a campsite. Might have to go another half a mile to find one, but that's okay. The more popular the trails are here, the wider they are, so you can kind of see how this area is. Pretty little spot. I would encourage you to come here, but we'll see you at Timothy Lake. All right, we're gonna go follow Trail 2000 here. 15 miles around on a bike. Nice little stream. Good place to get water, but so's the lake, so we're gonna go up here a little ways. And we're heading toward the lake. Looks like some big cow parsley down there. Guess they don't want you biking on here. I think we're found a home for the night. We've got Timothy Lake below us and got a nice trail down to the water. Place to stay. Red flag means we can't have a campfire, but we weren't planning on one anyway. So this looks okay. And now it's getting a little breezy, which means it's getting cooler. I think we're done for the little while here. Catch up as we get our camp set up. Well, welcome to the north end of Timothy Lake. This isn't even the big part of the lake, but it's big enough for us. And it has water. And it has probably a place we can get in and swim here. Or at least get our feet cooled off. Pretty spot. I'm not sure who's chasing who out there. That's good exercise for them anyway. Just a quick wrap up on episode 33, hiking from Frog Lake to Timothy Lake today, and pausing a little bit to go to Little Crater Lake spring, which was actually pretty cool. This is the warmest day we've had up here in a while. It was in the high 80s. Tomorrow we're hiking from here down south about 13 miles, and the trail should not be real steep, but it'll be a long hot day again, but that's okay. We're kind of enjoying the hike, and beautiful lake out tonight, nice scenery, and hope to get some sleep tonight. Pretty tired, but nothing's really hurting badly, so that's a good thing. And enjoying another day tomorrow, I hope. Hope your day tomorrow goes well, and talk to you as we go tomorrow, explain things and see some new things, hopefully, new different kind of country. So as Mount Hood gets a little bit further away, and maybe we'll see Mount Jefferson here pretty quick again. Got our plans today made for the next part of our trip from Santiam Pass down to Willamette Pass or so, for me anyway. Raymond's going to be traveling kind of a different path, but eventually he's going to be leaving us and going to Colorado to hike part of the Colorado Trail. So we're having a good time and taking our time and drinking enough and enjoying this beautiful land out here. Anyway, have a great night and talk to you tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be a little cooler in the morning. Take care.